Pirates under traveling black uniforms. They'll be trimmed in a white. Jim Springer, number 23, will be jumping up center with Rob Bose.
This really shouldn't be any contest for the tip. Springer was the state high jump champion last year, and he's an excellent athlete.
He sure is. Jimmy Machari is going to throw it up. His partner is still coming out of Sandusky, and this is Jimmy Guerrero. Takes it home to two. In the first meeting, back at Perkins, Guerrero had 10 points in the first quarter. Nice pass down low, Paflick. And the game is tied at 2-2.
Thought he almost traveled there.
Very close. This is Guerrero, number 20, to the left wing.
I'll tell you, Jimmy Guerrero is an excellent shooter. Really doesn't shoot as much as he probably should.
Parks now switching it back off to Guerrero. Working it around the Tigers in that man-to-man. This is Linnell Taylor now off to Sparks way out front. Deadlocked at 2. Linnell Taylor, air ball. And here comes Gus Johnson. Going to try to take it home. Off the glass, no good, and rebounded by Voigt. In a hurry comes the Pirates. This is Guerrero. This is a layup, rebounded by Taylor, no. Here's Springer. Here he goes. They would have brought the house down if he would have stuffed it, Dan, but just as good off the glass. 4-2. Huron again with the lead by 2. To the right wing, Linnell Taylor. Working it around out front. Here's Jimmy Guerrero, a 2-point shot. It's good.
I tell you, you don't want to be off Guerrero because he can shoot.
That's right. As we said, he is the 7th leading scorer coming into tonight's ball game in the SBC. 16 points in the first meeting back in December.
Bad pass.
Nice save by Johnson, but it goes right in the hands of Robbie Bose. Down low to Jim Guerrero again. Here's a shot from 10, and he hits it.
He's got the hot hand. I'll tell you, turnovers should be a big factor in this one. Turnovers and fouls.
Correct. 6-4 with 6 minutes to go in the quarter. Perkins is coming out playing Huron's brand of basketball. They're running with it.
I said early on that Perkins demonstrated against Sandusky they can run with anyone. I don't think you want to get into a running game with Perkins.
Trying to go low to Springer. And a ball stolen by Jim Guerrero.
That's the second turnover.
Guerrero down to Sparks. Guerrero thought about it. He traveled and it'll be out of bounds for Huron. 5:35 to go in the first quarter. Perkins 6, Huron 4. First time these two teams met, as we said, it was against 23-8. So Perkins a little bit off the pace from last time, but nonetheless they have the lead. This is Caparini to Rhett Wennis. Springer on a nice turn. Shots off the glass too hard. Again,
well, the surprising thing there was really Springer did the nice move, had a nice move, turnaround jump, but there was no one underneath the rebound.
And there's a better move down here by Rob Bose. Puts up 2 more for Perkins, and they have their biggest lead, 8-4. 5:10 to go in the first quarter. Paflick, nice pass to Rhett Wennis. No good. And it's 5 to go. Perkins continues now. Larry Spark, back to Guerrero inside the paint. Going to put one up from the right hand, no good.
Johnson, whoa, nice.
Come out here, and finally Larry Sparks sees him.
Huron's going to have to be careful they don't fall back too much early because they did in the first game, and that's what crippled them down the stretch.
It's a SRO crowd here tonight in Huron. They have about 1,200. They said they can get about another 100 in here. I don't know where they put them, under the table maybe.
I don't know. I think as I was walking in, they were posting a sellout sign.
Stay home. You know, the Huron's 4 losses this season have been to teams like Sandusky, Amherst, Coast Harbor, and Perkins. But they've played some excellent basketball, as has the Perkins Pirates.
That's right. Most of the teams they've lost to, well, all the teams they've lost to are playing excellent basketball.
We said the Pirates coming off a big loss last week, a 2-point loss to the Norwalk Truckers. What a game that was.
Basketball team.
Well, Perkins had 21 points from the free throw line in that basketball game. Unbelievable, as you said, an excellent free throw shooting team.
That's right.
This is Larry Sparks going to try to take it inside the paint. Now dishing it off to Voigt. Perkins 8-4 with 4:20 to go in the first quarter of play.
I'll tell you, Perkins has done a good job getting rebounds out of Bose and Voigt, too. You know, for not being real tall guys, they get good position underneath.
And Linnell Taylor hits for 2 more. It's now 10-4.
Oh,
knocked away. Comes into the hands of Caparini. Now to Faflick. Shot's no good. Tipped up and in by Rhett Winnitz down low. Just under 4 minutes here in the first quarter. 10-6 Perkins. Linnell Taylor. Way out front it goes to Jimmy Guerra. 4 of the top 10 SBC scorers are here tonight on the court. Nice pass to Rob Bose. Rolls off the rim. And here comes Faflick down with it.
I'll tell you, anytime you're underneath and you're going up to the basket, Springer's got to loom heavy in your mind, and I think that's the problem with Perkins down underneath. Because Springer blocks a lot of shots.
He sure does. Intimidating, 6'8" senior. There's a shot, no good, and on the boards is Sparks. He's looking down court on a 2-on-3. He's going to hold it up. Back out to Bose. Here's Guerra. Thinks about it inside the paint. We have a whistle, and we're going to have a blocking foul.
And I think Sparks would have been better off bringing the ball down the middle of the floor rather than the side of the floor, because really didn't have no one to dish the ball to.
That's right. The key on the fast break is to bring the ball.
Got to get it in the middle of the floor.
You're right. 3:09 to go here in the first quarter of play. Perkins with the ball in the lead, and Guerra. Whoa. Intended for both, threw it out of bounds.
I think everybody thought Jimmy was going to put the ball up, and he decided to pass it. There was no one to pass it to.
Had a good shot underneath, too.
Yes, he did. Passed it up.
Tony Caparini yelling out instructions. Coming with the right hand now. We'll hold it up. Springer way out front.
Huron's a little out of sync right now. Normally they play better whenever they push the ball up the floor. There's a three-pointer.
Tony Caparini, he has been shooting around 50% on the three-point shot this year, and he hits that one. 10-9. Perkins back down to a 1-point lead now. 2.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Tigers in that man-to-man also. In and out of the hands of Bose. It'll be out of bounds for Huron. Pat Riley up.
Pat Riley's up. I think Springer had his hands on Bose's hip. Give him a little nudge. Doesn't hurt.
Pass to Faflick. A nice move. Linnell Taylor's on him, but he's going to get him with the body, though.
I'll tell you, Jeff Faflick, I say this every time we do Huron's basketball games. I like to watch him play. He's a super all-around athlete.
He certainly is. He comes in the 5th SBC's leading scorer, averaging 15.2 a game, second in rebounds, averaging 7 a game, second leading scorer for the Tigers. And there he is going to shoot this one, no. On the boards is Johnson. Nice pass to Springer and out of his hands and out of bounds. 10-9 yet, Perkins. Approaching the 2-minute mark of the first quarter. Guerra back out to Linnell Taylor. Guerra's going to pop from 10 off the back of the iron, no good, and rebounded by the Tigers. Down to Jim Springer. Springer's going to try to take it home. Nice move to the hoop.
Nice. I'll tell you don't see too many 6', 8" kids can do that. He plays bigger than 6'8". His arms are so long and his vertical leap so great.
Huron 11, Perkins 10 now. Linnell Taylor's going to shoot out the front of the rim, no. Rhett Winnitz on the boards for the Tigers.
Oh, this is when Huron plays well, when they can push the ball up the floor.
Tony Caparini hitting again. 13-10. The coach's kid lights them up here in Huron.
Right, Huron's starting to take control, and they're pushing the ball right up the floor, and they play well when they do that. They're an aggressive basketball team.
Pirates needing a bucket here. They go to Bose on a whistle, and he's traveling with the basketball. Looks like Pat Riley might need a timeout here pretty soon. I hate to use a timeout now with just less than a minute to go in the quarter.
Right, that was an excellent job, really, by Winnitz, because he forced Bose to travel.
And a couple substitutions coming in for Huron. Number 12, that's Barry Esposito. And also number 25 coming in the game, Sam Holler. Holler, a 6'2 junior. Esposito, a 5'11 junior. And another player coming in here, number 11, that's Jeff Majestic, a 6-foot senior. So Dina's going to rest some of his starters here.
A little surprised at that.
3-point Tiger lead. Now Faflick will bring the basketball up.
That's one thing about Perkins. You know, they really are only about 6-7 players deep, and that's it. And those kids play the entire ball game.
That's what they're lacking in some bench this year. Last year they had a terrific bench. Well, a whistle and a foul inside. It's on the Pirates again. Number 44, David Voigt picks up his first foul. Inbounding the basketball will be Faflick.
Okay, it's going to be a long night if they lose either Bose or Voigt to foul.
They would be in trouble for sure. Back out front now. That's Perry Esposito with the basketball. We're down to 30 seconds till the end of the first quarter. Faflick to the low post. Way out front now. Esposito again. Trying to go around a pick. Down to 20 seconds. Here's going to go for that final shot here in the quarter. Faflick looking at the clock.
We're going to have to start working it now because with 6 seconds you want to throw the ball up. Save yourself some time for rebound.
We're down to 6. Nice pass inside, wide open. For 2 points is Sam Holler. Takes the 30 of the quarter. 1 quarter is in the books. It was Perkins early, but the Tigers have the 15-10 lead.
A little different than the first time around.
Your shopping dollar goes farther at Crimus Sandusky Cardinal. Now you can play Branda Rand.
Jekyll and Hyde act here by Perkins. They started out so quick, but they kind of feathered out there at the last 4 minutes.
Huron started out really slow, and they came on strong. Dennis Neat's in the ball game.
That's got to make a difference for Perkins.
I'll tell you, this gym's pretty warm with the number of people that are in it. If he's had the flu all week, it should take effect on him, too.
Nice Faflick hitting. For 2 more. He was held again to 8 points that first time. How many's he got this time, Herb, already? That's 4 for him. And Guerra's shot is blocked. Nice block by Barry Esposito. Now to Faflick on a 1-on-2.
That's the thing about Faflick. Faflick can play both ends of the floor. He's the first guy down each way. Offensively, defensively. Rebounds, he handles the ball. He does so many things well. He's always around the basketball.
This is Denny Neat trying to bring it home, but he's going to go to, let's see if he'll give him a shot here or not. He was driving to the basket. A blocking foul down there on Tony Caparini. They'll have the basketball out of bounds. Back in the ball game is Gus Johnson.
Excellent shooter.
He's only a freshman. Everybody has him known by now. Nice steal by Faflick, but it's out of bounds, intended for Linnell Taylor. The Pirates had a fine tempo going there early. Now they seem like they've been a little bit flat now.
Yeah, they are. I'll tell you again, when Huron starts pushing the ball off the floor, they make things happen for their basketball team. Perkins, once in a while, has a tendency to lose its poise as a team. They did that when they played against Sandusky. Actually, they had Sandusky lost their poise in just the last quarter, and it cost them the ball game.
Jimmy Guerra on the second try puts it back up, and then it's 19-12. Huron back to that 7-point lead. We're approaching the 7-minute mark here of the first half. That's Gus Johnson trying to dish it inside. The ball's knocked away. Linnell Taylor.
I'll tell you, that time Faflick had position, and Gus was a little late getting the ball to him.
Here's Denny Neat from 15, and it's a big shot by Denny Neat, and he hits 19 of 14.
Here we go again.
That's Faflick. Out front. Down low to Springers. Double team, triple team. They're going to have a whistle and a foul inside now.
Okay, that's going to be hard for them to stop all night because if they lob that into him, they don't have anybody on their team can jump like Springer.
No way. Tigers will be inbounding the basketball right underneath their own bucket. There's a shot, and this one hits the side of the rim, no good by Esposito. It'll be out of bounds, and see they're pointing to Perkins. They're going to give it to the Pirates. Big possession for Perkins coming down here now, Dan.
It is. I think if they score here, then it's a 16 ball game. But they've got some kids that can put it up from the three-point range too.
Jimmy Guerrero's getting a lot of wide inside shots inside the paint there tonight.
That's right.
He's got the basketball right now, trying to go inside. We're going to have a blocking foul. Number 14, that's Tony Caparini, and that's third foul already on Tony. I don't think he was stationed.
I don't think he had position. No. Doesn't hurt to complain, though.
At least you and me are right anyway.
Right.
Everybody on the other side.
Me, and the official.
19-14. Taylor, Anonymous pass, like nice move by Linnell. Left hand off the glass and in. Taylor's so smooth as he goes to that basket.
Big bucket. He's got a lot of quickness.
And we're back down to 3 points again. This is Baflick from 19. No. High on the boards is Winna strip. Springer way up. Another foul inside. It's on the Pirates.
42. I think that's 2 on both.
With Rob Bose, that is his third now, I guess they're saying. Third, second? Second foul. Now to Springer. Way out front. Gus Johnson. Jerry Esposito trying to go around a Springer pick. Here's a shot, no good. Loose in the air. There's a man wide open down here. They didn't see him. That was Denny Neat.
I tell you, Springer's playing out so high. They're going to have to get him down, low post.
Rob Bose with it. A nice rebound. He puts it back up and in. Good hustle by Rob Bose. They're back within a point. And with that, the Huron Tigers want to call a timeout. 19-18. Huron with the lead. We'll be back after this timeout for the first 10 minutes.
Well, for Huron, Jeff Baflick's leading them with 6 points. Springer has 4. Caparini has 5 for Perkins. Jim Guerra is leading them with 8 points. Taylor and Bose each have 4.
Anybody in foul trouble here for who? Perkins, first of all.
Caparini has 3 for Huron, and Rob Bose has 2 for Perkins.
All right, just under 5.5 minutes to go and a half. Springer down low, double team, has a bunny, blew it. Rebounded by Winna, 2 bounces, and it falls in.
That's what Huron's going to have to do. If they can't push the ball up the floor, they're going to have to work it around inside to their big people.
Back to a 3-point lead. Long cross-court pass. Linnell Taylor for a 2. Hits it.
Wide open.
Linnell Taylor coming in averaging 16.8 a ball game. The 4th leading scorer in the SBC. 21-20. Tigers by 1. Majestic. Nice pass in to Johnson up and in. Still give and go, 23-20.
Kind of exciting when we're trading baskets now. Good ball game for the crowd.
Working around that 3-point arc. That's Denny Neat. To Guerra on a fake. Bring it back out front. Neat's going to try to muscle up the side. And a whistle and a foul again. And it'll be a 1-and-1 for Dennis Neat. He's an excellent free throw shooter also.
Perkins is loaded with excellent free throw shooters.
I tell you. The same with the Huron Tigers. Both teams fine free throw shooters. Here's the first shot by Neat is good. The Tigers are shooting 73% from the foul line this year. Perkins 7 better. They're almost at 80% at the free throw line. Denny Neat to shoot another one. Kingston. Baflick with it. And the Tigers with a 2-point lead.
Good pass.
The fake Gus Johnson shooting good. Back to a 4-point lead. He thought about a 3-point shot. Now brings it back out front. Sam Holler's going to check in here in a minute for Huron again. Just under 4 minutes to go in the first half. Rob Bose. There's a shot by Neat. Hits the side of the rim. No good. And with that, that's a foul on the play, and that's number 3. Jeff Majestic will be reporting back in. Robbie Bose, boy, that's one thing you hate to see. For Perkins fans is your big guys getting in foul trouble here We still have 3 minutes and 48 seconds till halftime.
That's it. Now, offensively, both their big fellows have been pretty quiet. Both are excellent shooters, especially both. Both are heck of shooters.
And at the foul line for the Huron Tigers will be Jeff Majestic, averaging 2 points a ball game. Two shots in the air, and this is good. 26-21. He'll be shooting the second. Second shot's in the air, and this one's good. You said, Dan, foul shots and turnovers, that'll make or break you tonight. Guerrero with the basketball to the right wing. And now into that zone defense now by the Tigers. David Boyd.
Perkins isn't moving the ball fast enough, really, to beat the zone right now.
Fred, the only way you can break that zone is moving that ball. Here's Boyd's shot off the back of the rim. No. Rebounded by Neat. No. And rebounded by Springer.
I'll tell you, it's going to be tough for Perkins to rebound, too, if you're sitting back there in the zone with some of their big guys underneath.
They got the lead. The ball knocked away. Linnell Taylor to Larry Sparks. It's a 2-on-4, and they're going to hold it up. Guerrero from 15. That's a big basket. Back to a 4-point lead now. We're at the 3-minute mark till halftime. Almost over and back there if he would have lost the handle on that one. Catholic. Back off to Gus Johnson. Sparks is right on him.
Jim Springer's playing high again.
Continue to move it around. That's Toller on a screen. Here's Gus Johnson with a three, and he hits it again.
That was a big one. I'll tell you, if Gus gets a hard hand, it could be interesting.
30-23. Tigers again by 7. It's Linnell Taylor. Back to Sparks. We're playing catch with it out there. They're down by 7 with 2:15 to go to intermission.
It has to be demoralizing you being a senior and having freshmen burn you at 3 points. Gus has burned a lot of people this year.
Pat Riley was upset. Nobody even had a hand in his face there. You got to at least stick a hand in somebody's face.
That's it.
Not going to block him out. Under 2 minutes. Out of bounds now again for Perkins. Pat Riley yelling instructions. Down to 7-point lead again. Here's a shot by Jimmy Guerrero off the back of the backboard. No. And now the Tigers can increase their lead to 9 and maybe even 10. Here's Spaflick shooting. No. Rebounded underneath by Denny Need, and a whistle and a foul was on number 25, Sam Holder. But I tell you, Denny Need, unbelievable. This kid can really get up in the air for his size.
That's right. Well, he's a hustler, too. He reminds you a little bit of Jeff Affleck.
He's only
down the floor.
Right. 5'11".
He's a good athlete, good all-around athlete.
Perkins Pirates with 5 seniors here starting again tonight. This is the final home game for the Huron Tigers seniors here. They'll be on the road the final 2 weeks.
That's right.
Dennis Neat's first shot is good. When your guys are in foul trouble, you got to make your foul shots, and especially if you're not hitting from the outside, Danny. Got to make them from the line.
That's it. I'll tell you, there's not much doubt Perkins can do that. Whoa, there's a strip. Nice save.
Neat splits that pair again. And Gus Johnson with the basketball. Dribbling with the left hand. Almost had it stolen by Sparks. Perkins with a lot of quick hands out there. On a Majestic. Nice pass in his Springer. We're going to have a holding foul on Voigt. Not too much you could do when a guy beats you to the basket.
If he gets that position on you, they lob him the ball. You've got the choice. You're either going to give him 2 or foul him.
And at the line, Jim Springer, 6'8" senior, 21.2 in the SBC. Second leading scorer behind Oak Harbor's Greg Holman, who really put on an offensive show here last Friday night. You were here.
44 points. It was unbelievable.
He's at Sandusky St. Mary's tonight.
I believe he was 17 for 17 from the foul line.
44 points. Mercy. Springer's first shot's good. And again, he'll be shooting another. This one is just as good as the first.
I'll tell you, if Huron working the ball in low like that, they're going to get Perkins, bigger boys, in some foul trouble, and then Perkins is really going to be in trouble because as you said, their bench isn't as deep as it probably should be.
Well, we got some substitutions coming in against the Perkins now. Number 10, that's Jason Wireman. He's a 5'11 sophomore. Perkins are going to have to try to at least hit that 30 mark here somehow before halftime. They've got a ways to go. They only have 24 right now. In this quarter, the Tigers have outscored them 17-14. Larry Sparks again with it. Trying to move it around that tough Huron zone defense here. We're closing in on a 1-minute mark here till halftime. That's Wireman.
I think the officials are doing a good job keeping the game under control too, because it's been a physical basketball game.
Taylor shot's no good. Springer on a rebound for Huron now. We're down to less than a minute. Long pass. It goes. Here's a shot off the glass, and this one's going to be around and out by Darius Posito.
I thought he could have taken it all the way in.
Big possession again for Perkins. Every one means so much, especially when you're trailing. And Faflick got a big steal, but he stepped on the line. Bill Deming right there. 34 seconds. The Pirates down by 8. And Jim Guerrero inbound the basketball. Pat Riley motioning to get down low. Down to 28 seconds. Turns still in that zone now with 23 seconds. Guerrero on a fake. Drives inside. Shoots and hits a big bucket. Back to 6 points with 15 seconds till halftime. Trying to steal that ball down low. It goes. It's Posito with 6 seconds. They're going to have to hurry with 4 seconds. One of the timeout. They're not going to get it with 2. With 1, Faflick in the buzzer. Oh, 3 points. 3 points shot by Faflick. Oh, my. Was that a Dino Caparini play there just before intermission?
I'll tell you, I think they went to sleep for a little while. I don't think they realized how much time was on the clock, except for Jeff Faflick and Springer, who was breaking to the bucket.
Right at the 1 second mark, Faflick got it up. And as you said, it's a three-pointer to top it off. And this has really got to hurt the Perkins Pirates. They go into the locker room ever so close, but now they're down by 9 points rather than 6, Dan.
I'll tell you, that's a big lead at halftime in a game like this.
35-26. It's halftime at Huron, and we'll be back with more right after this. Perkins 26 and Dan McCartney. Again, we have to talk about that last shot here just before intermission by Faflick. That had to be one of the big keys in this basketball game.
I'll tell you, and that's senior leadership for you, because, you know, when they came down the floor, it looked like nobody had their head in the game except for Faflick, and Springer was making the cut for the bucket. Faflick looked up, I think, saw just a few seconds on the clock, had the ball, then let it go. There was only 1 second on the clock, and the thing went through. Of course, he's an excellent shooter, and he can shoot. He can hit from the three-point range, which he obviously proved.
Okay, let's go to Herb Levy right now for a halftime total, Herb.
For Perkins, Linnell Taylor has 6 points. Larry Sparks is scoreless yet. Rob Bose has 4. Jim Guerrero has 12, and Dennis Mead has 4. Perkins is 12 out of 27 from the field. They're 0 or 1 from the three-point land and 2 out of 4 from the foul line. They've had 4 turnovers. For Huron, Faflick has 9 points. Rhett Wennes has 4. Springer has 6. Caparini 5. Gus Johnson 7. Holler and Majestic each have a pair. Huron is 11 out of 24 from the field. 3 out of 4 from three-point range. And they're 4 of 4 from the foul line. They've turned it over 6 times.
That's the key to three-pointers, as Herb said. It's a 3 out of 4 from three-point range. That's 9 points. Well, here we go, Cleet. All right, Jimmy Guerrero with the basketball as we start the second half of play. Pirates are down by 9 points.
I still believe if Perkins is going to pull this thing out, they're going to have to get some points from their big people.
That's one right there, Linnell Taylor for 2. The 5'10 senior, the leading scorer on the Pirates, cuts the lead back to 7 again.
Taylor, Neat, and Guerrero have all gotten points by penetrating down through the lane. They still haven't gotten a whole lot of point production out of Voigt or both.
Well, they have a nice pass to Springer inside and lays it in. Double team the big guy, but they got the ball to him.
He plays a lot bigger than 6'8".
Jimmy Guerrero now. The Pirates moving it around out front. Linnell Taylor is going to try to take it home. Nice move, but the shot is blocked by Springer. All ball, and coming down with it is Scaparini. Back to fourth it goes, and into the hole by Tony
I'll tell you, that
Scaparini.
puts a lot of pressure on you if you're playing one man back. It was 2-on-1 fast break.
39-28. Boyd on a shot. This one's good. They need those to stay close in this one. They're down by 9 again. Alley-oop to Springer. Nice grab by Springer. Oh, my. 41-30.
Those are momentum builders, those kind of shots. Holy smokes.
First of all, catching the ball, then making it.
I told you, he plays so much bigger than 6'8". It's unbelievable.
I don't think we've seen a real Jim Springer yet. He's going to get better as he goes.
That's right. And he's got an excellent shot. I'll tell you, I've watched him develop for 3 years, and it's just amazing the progress he's made.
Dennis Need again of the Tigers in that zone defense, keeping the Pirates way out front. Back to Bolts. Here's Guerra throwing one up off the side of the iron. No good. Fast break. Here comes the Tigers down again. Scaparini off the glass, and this one's good.
I'll tell you, in any other game, any other SBC game, Bose would have shot the ball down there in the paint. But when you got Springer standing behind you, that's a heck of a mental factor.
And the Tigers are running to put the basketball, and they're going to have a foul inside here, and it's against the Pirates.
I'll tell you, here we have Huron pushing the ball up the floor again, and I'll tell you, they're really effective when they can do it. And if you let them do it, they're going to take control of the ball game.
5:45 to go in the third quarter. Tigers by 13. That's their biggest lead in the ball game. Jeff Affleck's going to be shooting 2 shots. Number 22 on the back of his Tiger jersey, the 6'3" senior. 5th in the league in scoring. Second on the team in assists. 7 rebounds a game there for Jeff. He's done it all, as Dan has said. 44-30. And he splits the pair, but there's Springer. Loose on the floor. Affleck again off the basketball. Double team. Nice pass to Wenitz.
Hammer.
And Wenitz will be going to the line for 2 shots. Pat Riley wants a timeout here, it looks like. He doesn't like what he sees. Down by 14 points.
I'll tell you, it might not be a bad idea to get a timeout here pretty soon, especially if Huron scores.
That's 4 fouls on Voigt.
Voigt's got 4, and I think Bose has 3, so they're definitely in some trouble.
And Wennitz's first down is good. It's 45-30. They have already outscored them 10-4 here in the third quarter, the Tigers. Down by 15 points. You can't take the air out of the ball and try to work for too good of a shot.
No, that's right. But I'll tell you what, it'd be a good feeling going into the fourth quarter, 15 up.
Here's the second shot, and this one is no good. Rob Bolts with a rebound. Going to have to start popping from outside here again. Maybe throw some of them threes up. Under 5.5.
Perkins has the people that can do that.
There's one right there. Guerra, Linnell Taylor can also.
That's right.
Nice move by Linnell. Shot's no good, and 1 shot, and that's all they're getting.
Wow. Ooh. Jump ball. Oh, my. That's an interesting ball, I think. I don't know.
Larry Sparks will be coming in. It'll be Huron's basketball. That's yours, Dan.
Close, but no cigar.
This is Tony Scaparini. Oh, fouled as he got hit upside the head. Said at halftime you won one contest this year.
That's it, the draft.
They had a lot of winners back then, it seemed.
Winners, lose. That's relative.
45-30. Huron by 15 with 5:09 to go here in the third quarter. Affleck and the alley-oop to Springer. Over Bolt's going to bring it home and up and in, and it's now
automatic.
A 17-point lead.
Automatic.
Jim Guerra is going to try to drive it inside. Now he goes
Nice
all the way
move.
to the baseline and lays it in. 47-32, and Tony Scaparini, no, that was
offensive foul.
Johnson bowled him over, but
I think that was a pretty good call. It looked like Meade had established position.
yep, Johnson on a charge. 47-32 yet. The Pirates, you know, you're going to have to start putting some sleeves up here, I think, Dan.
so too.
You're not getting a whole lot inside. They're just getting a one shot, and that's
it. They're not getting a whole lot of point production down low from their big people, and I think that's really hurting them right now. Huron sitting back in his zone, and it makes it really tough on them because they've got to shoot the ball from the outside or try and penetrate a little bit into the paint. They've been successful doing that, though, but right now they're 15 down.
There's a shot no good, but Sparks flew the layup. Loose again, out of bounds for Perkins.
That was a good call. That was off Winter. Perkins did a good job rebounding that time. They had 3 offensive shots at the bucket. Huron sitting back in the zone.
Guerrero shot no.
No extra shot there.
Springer has it. This is Tony Caparini. Fast look from 19.
Oh my. He doesn't miss many like that.
That's his shot in that corner. This is Linnell Taylor shooting no good. 47-32 down to the 4-minute mark here in the third quarter.
I'll tell you, Perkins is going to have to make the buckets up the floor when Huron misses their shots because they can't get into a trade bucket for bucket because they're 15 down.
How true is Guerrero's going to try to take it home. Nice dish off now to Sparks. No good again. Again, that's the big guy down there, Springer.
That's the difference. Jimmy Guerrero against anybody else would have put the ball up.
Knocked out of bounds. You know, Springer, he had 19 rebounds for a season high this year against Norwalk. He also has averaging right around 12 rebounds a ball game. He's got almost 12 right now tonight. We're only in the third quarter.
And the interesting thing about the statistics, Springer in probably half the ball games only played half of those games because of all the substitution that Coach Caparini does.
Okay, the Tigers are inbounded. 47-32, Gus Johnson to Tony Caparini. On is Larry Sparks. The Tigers going to slow it down. They have a 15-point lead. No big hurry here. Nice pass to Johnson. This was off the glass and in. They hit that open man. That's what you do.
That's it. And Perkins is going to have to go out and get on them, too, because you just can't fool around when you're 17 points down. You're going to have to put some pressure on them and hopefully get a turnover.
Good
move by both.
Lays it in. 49-34.
That time Jim Springer committed a cardinal sin. He left his feet just with the head fake.
So many guys get hurt, boy, when you lose your feet.
Oh, what a move.
Tony Caparini.
Well, I'll tell you what. I didn't even know he had his eyes on the bucket. That went up with a prayer.
Well, he is quick.
He is.
51-34 now. We're at 2.5 minutes till the end of the third quarter. Johnny Neat shooting, and it's a three. I need a bundle of those. 51-37.
I'll tell you, it was the press that gave Huron trouble against Oak Harbor.
There's Gus Johnson off the side of the rim. No, and watch out.
I'll tell you, Gus shot that one from the bleachers. He was way out.
Oh my, I think they might have called that foul on Linnell Taylor. That was on Linnell. Springer went high in the air, but the Pirates don't agree. Pat Riley to the right of us, he can't believe it. Well, now ball got his back broke. Boy, looked like a Siberian horse jumping. 51-37 yet. Samflick will inbound. They just look for that big arm in the air. That's Springer.
That was a design play. If you notice, Cleats, he passed the ball to Springer, and Springer was ready to dish it right back to Samflick going to the bucket. But I believe it was Linnell Taylor broke away and covered Samflick.
Back out to Samflick now. A minute 45. And a ball stolen by Dennis Neat. It's a 2-on-none, and Neat's going to take it up. Almost had a shot blocked. My, Samflick came out of nowhere. 51-39.
He plays both ends of the floor. I'll tell you, Huron can't get sloppy here.
Right back. It's a minute and 25 seconds. It's 51-39, and Taylor almost on a steal. Fastlick still has it. Tigers slowing it down again here.
You know, this normally isn't their style of basketball.
One a shot, no. There's Springer again. He blew that one. Springer again, round, falls in.
I think Coach Riley's upset. He thinks Springer traveled, and he may well have.
Giving Bill Denning an earful down there with 50 seconds to go in the third quarter. 53-39 Huron.
Nice play.
Goer's going to take it home.
Nice move.
What? 53-41. We'll be back right after this timeout.
Look. Listen.
Still, 12 points is not a whole lot to make up yet.
Not in this ball game. The way the momentum's changed back and forth. We started out the basketball game. Perkins had it. Then Huron regained it. And then in the second quarter, Perkins caught up. And then Huron took the lead into the halftime break. And Huron came out on fire. Now Perkins is seemingly catching up.
Turns out outscored Perkins 18 of 15 here in this quarter. And Jim Goer hits this one to make it a 53-42 ball game. Problems facing Perkins as the guy's in foul trouble.
Right, Peters is in the game for Huron. I think Peters is a heck of a basketball player. He kind of quietly goes about his business at both ends of the floor. Good shooter.
And we have a violation to be out of bounds for the Tigers. Jim Peters, a 6'3 senior, Dan said it's in the ball game, number 21, averaging 5 points a game. We're closing in on the 30-second mark here in the third quarter. 53-42, Tigers with the basketball in the lead. Johnson back out to Majestic way out in front now. Down to 20 seconds as Johnson looks at the clock now with 15. Goes to the left wing, way out to Fastlick. See another instant replay here as we head in the second quarter. Down to 7, Fastlick all the way and lays it in. Nice move.
That's a big bucket.
We're down
4 seconds, 3. He's not aware of the clock.
That's going to get it off.
That time they didn't have their head in the game.
55-42. Huron by 13 as 3 quarters are in the books, and we'll be back with the final 8 minutes right after this timeout.
People who care, sharing and lending a hand, from city to country and all through the land.
The Tigers outscoring Perkins 20-16 in that quarter. It's been all Huron here in the second and third quarters. They outscored Perkins 40-32 here in the last 2 quarters.
I'll tell you, it's got to be a good feeling coming into the fourth quarter, too, of a ball game like this with a 13-point lead. Right now, Jim Springer's out, and I think they're going to rest him for crunch time here.
Rob Bose takes it inside. We have a whistle violation. Let's see what that one's all about.
They call steps on him, I believe.
Traveling violation, long pass to Majestic. Watch out, he goes and visits the Tuba player.
I'll tell you, you know, even with this type of a lead, I think that's kind of a bad move on Huron's part. Basically, all they have to do now is play good basketball, take a little bit of time off the clock. They don't have to throw the ball down the floor like that carelessly.
You're right, but the 13-point lead, you don't want to get crazy with the basketball. Nice moving inside and in.
Now we're looking at a possible 3-point play here.
Dennis Snead, that's just what Dino Caparini doesn't want to see. Them kind of 3-point plays anyway.
And silly turnovers like we had just before the basket.
Jim Springer's going in now. Fastlick's going out. That was the key with Fastlick with those 2 big baskets at the end of the second quarter and the third quarter.
That's right. I think right now, Caparini wants to keep Springer and Fastlick rested because the game could really get interesting in the last 4 minutes. Just to put them only 10 down.
55-44, Neats trying that old-fashioned 3-point play, and he hit it.
Somebody's got to get the ball.
And the Pirates are going to press. A lot of time to go. Try to put some pressure on a freshman Johnson. He's got the basketball, and he's double-teamed. And reaching in foul, and it's going to be, I believe, on Jim Goer.
I'll tell you right here, when Gus Johnson goes to the foul line, I don't know how close we are to that. He's a super foul shooter.
85% from the foul line for Gus Johnson. That's right, 9 points a game he's been averaging. A heck of a three-point shooter, 50% from the three-point line last week against Oak Harbor. 3 out of 6 he made. Last time he played Perkins, over there at Perkins, is a decent ball game, I guess, for a freshman, 14 points. It's this one, it's now 56-45. How many points for Gus Johnson tonight, Herb?
10. That's 10 points.
And he'll shoot another. That's number 11. 7.5 minutes to go. Tigers again with that big 12-point lead. Into the corner. Neat had the ball blocked. Loose on the floor. Still loose, and there's going to be a jump ball.
Traveling something in there. Oh, is that jump ball?
Going to have a jump ball here. Looks like the possession arrow will be going to Perkins. Hot here in high school. As the temperature is dropping on the outside, it is steaming up here on the inside.
I tell you, Dennis Neat hasn't shown any ill effects of the flu, that's for sure. Hey, Springer came out of nowhere to block that one.
He got shot out of a gun. Mercy, 57-45. You get a guy 6'8" jumping like a gazelle yet. Another substitution out of Dino Caprini says, hey, wait a minute. Possession arrow shows Huron's supposed to have the basketball. And it'll be out of bounds for the Huron Tigers.
I think Coach Riley's going to go a little nuts now. Nope, guess not. He looked on for to throw it crazy again. I tell you, I'd be nuts if I was a coach if someone did that in a game like this.
Johnson's pass is knocked away. It'll be out of bounds. We're hearing a nice job down there by Rob Boats, 42, deflecting that pass. Closing in on the 7-minute mark. Another foul on the play. Tigers will be going to the foul line right now with a 1-on-1, and that's not too good of news for Perkins. Tigers have fine free throw shooting ball club.
Right. Peters might still be a little stiff, though, because he just got in the tail end of the third period.
The first shot hits the front of the rim. Got the Tiger roll on that one.
They're 9 out of 11 on the foul line.
So they're having a fine night at the line themselves as Cornell Taylor will be checking back in. Jason Wireman will be sitting down. 56-45. 6'3" senior. Second shot's in the air. Hits the front of the rim.
Still a bit stiff, I think.
Closing in on that 7-minute mark right now. Down low to Boats. Has to get it back out to Taylor. Here's the shot by Lionel. Taylor the three. Oh my. Taylor, if he gets hot, to keep this game interesting. He stole the ball. Denny Neat for 2 more, and it's now a 6-point lead by Huron.
I tell you, Huron doesn't handle the press very well. That hurt them against Oak Harbor last week, and it's going to hurt them right now.
56-50, the Tigers lead is back down to 6, and we'll be back here from noisy Huron right after this timeout.
Buy your new home now and get the assurance of the rain check mortgage from First Federal Savings of Toledo, which means if rates go down.
I'll tell you, when they quit pushing the ball up the floor, I said it all night, they're not the same basketball team. They haven't been doing a real good job against the press either.
This is Johnson, the freshman now, going to bring it down. Had the ball knocked away from behind by Sparks out of bounds for Huron underneath their own basket. The Pirates with those very quick hands, every one of these Perkins Pirates. There's
Nice
a
play.
pass and
Nice play
by Tony Caparini for
Big
2.
bucket.
I'm going to say how the Pirates are very close in those steals on this ball club. Denny Neat to Jimmy Guerra, double teamed out front. Tigers still into that zone defense now. We're down to 6:15. The Tigers are up by 10. Sparks looking at Pat Riley. He's trying to set something up here. Nice pass in a both over Springer. Nope. Rebounded by Faflick. Stolen away. Post on an air ball.
I'll tell you, when you rebound down there, the way they're playing now, you got to keep that ball up above your head. As soon as you bring it down with the hands Perkins has, they're snapping the ball.
And in the backcourt here, Denny Neat picked up a backcourt foul. So again, the Tigers from here on out go to the foul line. And going to the line is Springer.
And he's a good foul shooter.
Springer's 2 out of 2 at the line tonight.
And Spring will be shooting 1-1 here again. Just over 6 minutes to go in the basketball game. And number 23. Eyes are in. First shot's good. 61-50 now. It was 61-59 the first game back on December 30th at Perkins. Huron losing that ball game. They have 61 in this one. Now 62. Substitution number 25, Sam Holler coming back in for Huron. And Rhett Winnis will be going out. Huron has just 3 fouls here in the second half.
They're in good shape right now. Keep Perkins away from the foul line. If they can get away from silly turnovers, this one should be theirs.
Jim Guerra in and out on a 3-point attempt.
Keep the ball up.
Double teamed his fast flick, tries to get it inside. Nice move, and here we go. Shot up 2 for Johnson.
And a foul on both.
Well, the Greyhounds get running. That's awful hard to stop them, Dan.
That's it.
64-50 as the place is rocking now in Huron. A 14-point lead by the Tigers. And Gus Johnson will try to up it to 15. They were within 6 points here just a few minutes ago.
That's right. Right now, the clock's on Huron's side.
Boom. And the freshman makes it 65-50 now.
I'll tell you, it's going to be a tough job for the officials now because Perkins is in a situation where they've got to go after the ball. Pressure's going to be on the officials.
Al Taylor for a 3-point shot.
Boom.
That's good. That cuts it in a hurry. 65-53, back to a dozen. Johnson in the backcourt. The fast flick has a man wide open underneath. Didn't see him.
Okay, that's how you break the press, too. You got to get the ball in the middle of the floor.
Nice pass to Springer and in. Oh, my. What a pass down there by Sam Holler. That was the key of the basket.
Right. They can't get in the position of trading baskets with Huron. It's not going to do them any good.
And we got a blocking foul there. Number 25, Sam Holler. That's the team's 4th, Huron's 4th team foul. 5:05 the remaining in this basketball game. Neat had the shot blocked by Johnson. It's a 1-on-2 against Sparks, and Johnson will lose this battle. Hip no good, and let's see, we have a foul, and it's going to be on Sam Holler, I believe, again. Well, that'll put Perkins at the foul line anyway here in with just under 5 minutes. Tigers picking up those 2 quick fouls.
This is Jimmy Guerra, and this is automatic.
That's right. Fine free throw shooter. Guerra 7th in the SBC in scoring, coming in averaging 14.1 points a ball game. The 6-foot senior. Eyes are in. First shot hits the back of the rim. No. You have to start making them when you're down by 14 with less than 5 minutes.
I'd have never expected Jimmy Guerra miss some foul shot. Here's a foul.
And Jim Guerra with a foul. Kind of looked like he had ball back here, but the ref right there whistled him.
I'll tell you, I don't think those are bad fouls, though.
No,
with 5 minutes left. Still got some time here. If Huron doesn't connect on these foul shots, it puts you right back into the ball game.
Well, you got to come down and be aggressive on defense.
That's right. Sometimes teams wait a little too long.
Tony Caparini will be shooting the 1-and-1. First shot's good. Caparini shooting 82% from the free throw line this season. He is the assist leader on this ball club. He has a 60 on the year. He had 5 points against Perkins in that first meeting. It's again 69-53. One thing the Pirates didn't want to do was be in a high-scoring shootout with Huron.
No.
Here's Guerra to the right wing. Now out front it goes to Sparks going around a neat pick. There's Denny Neat for a 3. Off the back of the rim, no. Bounces, no. Faflick on a board, lost it. Al Taylor Nice move down low, but had the ball stripped and stolen and loose on the floor. Linnell throws it away. Right in the hands of Caparini. All the way. He's going to be hammered. He'll be going to the line for 2 shots. The brain trust up on the sideline here to the left of us, Gus Hagee and Dino Caparini. To the right, Pat Riley. Wondering what happened to this ball club. They were 6 points shy of tying this thing up. Now they're down by 16. Now it's 17. 70-53. Second shot by Caparini's good. There's a whistle, a lane violation. The basket will not count. Oh, wait a minute, we have a foul calling. Boy, you don't see that very often. Foul was on Larry Sparks. Well, wait a minute. I think it's on Faflick they called it.
Huron, 22.
Jeff Faflick down low. 71-53.
Huron doesn't want to get into that situation either, fouling when the clock's not running.
That's great free throws here.
As a matter of fact, they don't want to foul at all. Why stop the clock? The clock's working in their favor.
Especially on the foul line.
That's right.
71-54. Here's the second shot, and this one's good. Back to a 16-point Tiger lead. Spring. Down to Holler. Sammy Holler wide open is Faflick. Oh, my. 73-55. There's your 18-point lead. That's the biggest of the game. We're at the 4-minute mark.
I'm afraid the party's just about over, I think, for Perkins.
He came ever so close there. They cut it to 6, and that's as close as they got.
Well, they're in a situation when they get the ball up the floor, they're going to have to put it up. They can't pass the ball around too much. And they sure can't turn it over.
Look at this. Oh, boy! Oh!
A big one.
That'll bring the house down. Springer on a stump. They're up by 20. Shot is up and in by Denny Neat. The old alley-oop. The Springer, though, 75-58. 3.5 to go in the ball game. This is Caparini for a 3. Around and out. Rebounded by Neat. Wide open is Linnell Taylor. He almost blew it out of his hands.
I think that's kind of a silly shot by Caparini, really. Wow. Huron isn't in a position where they have to be throwing the ball up. All they got to do is take time off the clock now, work the ball around, get a decent shot underneath.
75-60, and they're rocking here at Huron with a big 15-point lead, and Dan McCartney 3 minutes away from another SBC championship here in Huron.
That's certainly what it looks like. I'll tell you, though, they win it, they still have to win 2 more.
That's right.
They're just in the driver's seat.
But it sure looks good in a win column here tonight. Huron has 2 games on the road yet. They go to Port Clinton, and also they play Margaretta. Perkins has 2 games, same 2 teams, but their games are at home. But this one is the big one here tonight. 75-60, a big 15-point lead. Sammy Holler had a fine job of passing down there. Boy, the alley-oop to Springer. Then had to bust the Perkins back right
there. That's a big
there.
momentum builder there.
But don't count these Pirates out here. We've seen stranger things happen. We still have over 3 minutes to go. That's almost half of the quarter yet.
That's it.
But they're going to have to put it together real quick.
I think Huron just has to settle down. They know the clock's on their side.
Faflick inbounds it now. Passes it past the timeline. That's Gus Johnson right in front of us, number 10. Linnell Taylor looking him in the eye. We're down to 3:05. Holler, nice pass inside. Faflick off the front of the rim. No. Here comes Denny Neat down with it. Just under 3 minutes. To Jimmy Guerra. Neat's going to try a 3-point shot. It's good. Oh, my. Neat has caught fire. 75-63. Back down to 12. 2:40 to go in the basketball game. Taylor in the backcourt now with Faflick on him. Trying to slow it down here. As Dan said, the clock is the biggest culprit for Huron right now. Ball is stolen by Dennis Neat.
Oh, looks like
knocked away again and out of bounds. Out of bounds for Perkins. They can get back within 10 points again, and they bring the other big guy in here, Rhett Wennis. 6'5" senior reports in. Number 25, Sam Holler, will be going out. Dennis Neat again inside the circle. Left wing, Linnell Taylor. Here's Neat. This is a long three-pointer again, though. Rebounded by Robbie Bowles. Bowles shot blocked by Springer. Into the hands of Caparini.
Foul on Jimmy Guerra, I believe. And it's Gus Johnson again at the line.
That was a big basket. Perkins could have cut it to 10 again, but once again, Gus Johnson will be at the line. Foul trouble. Who do we have in foul trouble again for Perkins?
Rob Bose has 4, and Dave Voigt 4, and Jimmy Guerra has 4.
Okay, as number 10, Gus Johnson hits the first. 76-63. And the second one is as good as the first. Back up to 14 again with 2 minutes and 10 seconds remaining in the ball game. Linnell Taylor for a three-point shot out the rim. No, rebounded by Neat and in. Well, Perkins starting to get that second shot again now, but it may be too late. We're down to 2 minutes.
I'll tell you, Gus Johnson's really played a steady ball game.
That he has. This is Johnson pulling up from 18, and that's as good. 79-65. Huron again with that big 14-point lead, knocked out of bounds. It'll be out for the Perkins Pirates.
Well, at that time, Jeff Affleck had a little arm, too.
Murray Sparks back out to Neat. Long pass underneath. Now to Guerra on a nice fake, and he's going to be nailed by Affleck.
Hey, this is really what Perkins wants. They want to shoot, make points with the clock stopped.
That's what they'll have to be doing here. Sparks gets instructions from Pat Riley. Jim Guerra, 16 points the first time these two teams met. How many does he have tonight, Herb?
Yes, 17.
Okay, first shot's good. 79-66. The assist leader for the Perkins Pirates this season, number 20. And the second shot is good. Back to a 12-point lead. Long pass. Comes down to Springer. Hello! Here comes the Greyhound. Oh, boy. Loose on the floor. Both has it. Oh, Jimmy Guerra. Yes.
Good shot by Guerra.
Woo!
That was a heck of a shot by Jimmy Guerra.
Sure was. Mercy, mercy. The gates have opened here now. 81-69.
I told you I was going to get a little demanding on the officiating here before it was all over.
They'll open the gates and let them loose with a minute and 16 seconds to go.
I'll tell you, both teams played well.
They sure have. You know, Perkins, 69 points. That's quite a output against a strong Huron defensive team.
Exactly,
you know,
right.
Huron comes in number 1 in the conference defensively. First shot by Jimmy Guerra is good, 81-70. Perkins, on the other hand, they're the number 2 team in the league defensively. So the number 1 and 2 teams defensively here tonight, and usually you're right up at the top as these two teams are.
It's been a well-played game.
Tigers jumped out to a 15-10 first quarter lead. They outscored the Perkins Pirates 20-16 in the second quarter, and they led at halftime 35-26. In the third quarter, Huron outscoring Perkins again 20-16. They led 55-42 after 3, and with a minute and 16 down, an 11-point lead. It's going to be awful hard to get back in this ball game for Perkins.
I think so too. Right now, Perkins, they're going to have to start trying to get the ball away from Huron. They're going to have to come up with some steals. They're going to have to come up with some foul shots. They're going to have to do their shooting with the clock stopped.
And if you're Perkins, you're wondering who you're going to foul here on this Huron team, who you want to send to the line.
You don't want to send Gus Johnson to the line. Caparini's been hitting. Springer's been hitting. Affleck hits. Wennis hits. I'll tell you, you're out of luck.
Minute and 16, though, inbound the basketball. That's Affleck in the backcourt. Linnell Taylor on him. Tried to steal the ball. Almost fouled in the backcourt. This is Gus Johnson now dribbling with the left hand. Has the ball knocked out of bounds. You got to get it past the timeline. That's the big thing. 1 minute and 7 seconds. Faflick way back now to Caparini. And he's past the timeline again with 1 minute and 3 seconds to go in the game. Turned by 11. Alley-oop pass to Faflick down low. Shot is no good. Back in the hands of. What a pass by Caparini down to Faflick. Prior to that play. 55 ticks on the clock.
And Faflick was just a little too deep under the backboard. Couldn't really position himself for a good shot.
Pat Riley yelling at Jimmy Guerra. He's trying to get him some instructions here. As going to the foul line, Rhett Winnett, 6'5" senior. Third in rebounds for the Tigers.
He's had a fine year for Huron.
He certainly has.
Oh my.
That's no good with 54 seconds now. Big spark. Linnell Taylor, three-point shot, no good. Rebounded by Faflick. Long pass down to Caparini. Wide open. Lays it up and in. 83-70. We're down to 40 seconds. Linnell Taylor, no good. Springer on the rebounds with 30 seconds now.
I'd say the party's over.
And with 28 seconds, then you hit it on ahead. The Huron Tigers, 28 seconds away from winning their second straight SBC championship here, unless they would lose, as we said to Margaretta report.
I'll tell you, that's highly unlikely. But you never know. Stranger things have happened. It's a heck of a way to close out, though. You always want to win the last one at home, especially for your seniors. And it's nice to take a championship or a possibility of a championship with it.
Just had a presentation down here to Jim Springer. We didn't hear what he said. I'm sure he broke some kind of a scoring record here tonight, Herb. Do you hear? Jim Springer, we'll try to get the word on that in just a minute for you. He was presented a basketball there. 28 seconds to go in the ball game. 83-70. And Faflick will inbound the basketball. Right in front to Gus Johnson. Now with 25 seconds. Heating the clock up. Springer's going to be fouled on the arm. Rob Bocanet will be it for Rob.
That's 5 on post.
And back in the ball game is David Boyd, number 44. First time these two teams met, as we said, it was 61-59 in favor of Perkins, but a home court goes to show you just how much it means here, Dave. Danny?
I'll tell you, they've done a good job. Huron, when they had to push the ball up the floor, they pushed the ball up the floor. When they had to rebound, they've gotten the rebounds. When they had to make their foul shots, they've made their foul shots. They've played in a big ball game, they've played a pretty complete ball game.
That they have. As Scott Johnson will be reporting in here for Huron in a minute, along with Gary Majestic. Some other ball players, number 12, Aquarius Esposito, coming in here in a minute. And going out is Tony Caparini. Gus Johnson will be checking out for Huron. He's seeing 3 more years of Gus Johnson. That's bad news for SBC teams.
That's exactly right, Cleve.
And Jim Springer, 23, will be at the line shooting 1 more. And this one is around and out. We're down to 18 ticks now, and Denny Neat with the basketball. Trying to go inside, and he's going to be whistled for a foul. Will be number 12, Barry Esposito. 84-70. You said earlier, fine job by the referees tonight. Both Bill Deming and Jimmy Machari kept this one well in control.
They did. They did a fine job. Here comes Jeff Faflick.
And back in the ball game for Huron, Jim Peters. Faflick, 22, will be going out with 14 seconds. Pat Riley, what more can you say? He had a good basketball game, 70 points against Huron. That's not too shabby.
That's not bad at all.
And the first shot is good by Dennis Neat. 84-71. And the second shots are rounded out. All white shirts underneath. We're down to 10 seconds. Majestic with the basketball, pulls up for a three-point shot, no. Loose underneath with 5 seconds. Here's a three-point shot off the back of the rim, no. The celebration's going to go. The basket's going to go right away to end the ball game.
When it rains, it pours.
Woo! Big. 86-71. The Huron Tigers won the big showdown here tonight, a 15-point win. And I'll tell you what, Dan, we're going to talk about it.
I can't hear a word you're saying, buddy.
We're going to be talking about it when we come back. A big
pandemonium
big win.
Set in.
We'll be back from Huron High School with more right after this timeout. Huron Tigers win it 86-71, a wild fourth quarter. He had a total of 60 points in the fourth quarter. Huron outscoring Perkins 31-20.